India accused of hiding poor people ahead of Trump visit as a wall goes up alongside a slum area containing 2,000 people where Trump is scheduled to be driven past. One resident asks, "Why are they hiding us poor people?"
Here's a summary of the article.
India has denied trying to hide poor people from Donald Trump, despite building a brick wall alongside a slum the U.S. president is due to be driven past. Ahead of Mr. Trump's visit to the city of Ahmedabad next week, the 400-meter barrier has been put up for security reasons, beautification and cleanliness, government official Bijal Patel said. Resident Keshi Sarania said, "Why are they hiding us poor people? Why not use to improve our slum and provide better facilities for us?" An event called Namaste Trump, which translates as Greetings Trump, is due to be held at the largest cricket stadium in the world and is likely to resemble the Howdy Modi rally attended by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Houston last September. Mr. Trump will inaugurate the rebuilt Motera Stadium, which holds 110,000 spectators. Authorities have spent about £9 million on the visit, which is likely to last for around 3 hours. Mr. Trump's trip, on 24 and 25 February, is intended to lessen tensions between the two countries after his administration put tariffs on steel and aluminium from India.
This post received a score of 33,133, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The Brazilian government did the same thing on the highway from the airport to the city in Rio before the Olympics, World Cup. It did not fool anyone.
Same for Seoul back in '88.
Same for the drive from the airport to Cape Town back in Always.
I mean, you can clearly see the township on the way to the city from the airport, or at least you could the last time I was there. The whole ordeal is a joke to begin with. I mean, they're building the wall, that's legit. But if they think it's going to mask anything, they're clearly beyond what you would normally call delusion.
What's with building walls these days? Why do people think building walls is suddenly the solution to everything? Why don't we all just close our eyes instead? It would solve the problems we have quicker and cheaper.
Out of sight, problem solved.
The bullshit that politicians and ultra-rich lobbyists play is the same in the world everywhere. What bamboozles me is, why can we not have a revolution?
Because you go first. No, that's about right. Because you go first. Yes, you're shot down or locked up.
They're not hiding anything, they just wanted to show Trump how easily they can build a wall.
Turns out India was going to build the wall and Trump had India and Mexico confused.
We're going to build a wall, and make Bangladesh pay for it.
Incidentally, India does have a wall with Bangladesh, though I don't think they managed to make them pay for it.
No, it doesn't, unless you mean a fence, along less than a 1/3 road of the border.
Ever hear of a Potemkin village? In Imperial Russia, Catherine the Great lived fabulously and her courtiers told her that her subjects lived fabulously as well, even the poorest of peasants. Eventually someone told her of the appalling destitution of the majority of her subjects and she was resolved to leave St. Petersburg and see for herself. When the empress saw how wonderful things were, she scolded those who had told her the tales of poverty and misery and returned to the palace. So it goes in our own time, the emperor must never see unpleasant things.
It was a trip to Crimea. Crimea was Russian then. The guy responsible was Gregory Potemkin. He was her minister, and earlier had been her lover. Catherine had this knack of finding talented and competent men, appointing them to high office, having an affair and moving on. In any case, Potemkin village survives as a phrase from 1787 to now.
Last I checked, Crimea is Russian now too. Man, history does repeat itself.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.